a new government contract worth billions of dollars, or new regulations on the energy sector. Guess who's the first to know about that? Congress. How about this? An early debrief from the head of the Fed right before the 2008 housing crash, or early information about this little troublesome virus in China before anyone else had even heard of it. And this just scratches the surface of some of the insider knowledge members of Congress get before the average American, and it's all information they can use to benefit their personal investments. And it's all legal. If your blood is starting to boil, no, you are not alone. This issue of congressional trading is a hot button issue for many investors on both sides of the aisle. And that's because even though members of Congress can't seem to agree on literally anything, this is the one issue they do agree on, and that is their right to continue to be able to buy and sell individual stocks in the market. That means they can continue making decisions that impact and shape entire industries and then turn around and profit from those decisions in their own investments. We are going to dive into all of the rules surrounding congressional trading. Hint, there aren't that many. And then we'll talk about how you can actually follow and track every trade a member of Congress makes and why so many investors do like to follow this information. That's because the results and the performance of these congressional portfolios will blow you away. But let's start with why this is even legal. The short answer is that it really always has been. The very makers of our Constitution gave members of Congress the right to trade in the free market, and it's been that way ever since. So even though all members of the US Congress can legally buy and sell stocks and options and other securities, there has been a growing pushback. For years, different lawmakers have proposed legislation to ban members of Congress from buying and selling individual stocks on the open market. But none of those proposals have ever really gained any traction. Now, in 2012, the Stock Act did pass, and this was designed to try and curb some of that insider trading among lawmakers. It really came about after the 2008 stock market crash and that big housing implosion that a lot of members of Congress actually profited from. So the Stock Act now bans members of Congress from using insider knowledge on the market and requires all lawmakers to disclose all of their trades within 45 days. But many people call this a law with absolutely no teeth. And that's because no lawmaker has ever been charged with insider trading based on this law. And many lawmakers on both sides of the aisle fail to disclose their trades within 45 days. And if they do, the penalty is just $200, less than a traffic violation in most US states. And even those who do follow the 45-day rule and report all of their trades really aren't giving the public all that much information, because let's be real, 45 days in a fast-moving stock market is an eternity. It's plenty of time for a stock to move up or down dramatically, leaving the average American in the dust on those timely moves members of Congress might be making to the tune of millions of dollars in gains for their own accounts. Now, we are going to share some of those mind-blowing statistics a little later on in this video, but first let's get to some of the insights that you actually can learn even with the 45-day delay in these congressional trades, and why so many people like to track what members of Congress are doing in the stock market. It's why we've created a couple of totally free tools any investor can use to track every trade a member of Congress is making. I have these links right in the description for you, so you can go ahead and click on those and scroll through this with me. The first one is our Congressional Trading History page. This page is automatically ordered by the most recent trades, but you can really limit the parameters of the search to whatever you're interested in. You can narrow it down to search for just your own state lawmakers. You can also narrow it down by looking at which lawmakers are actually making the big money trades. This is a really useful tool to really dive into the details of how members of Congress are trading in the market right now. Our second free search tool is all about following the big money. This one is ordered based on their total trade volume. And there are some big portfolios out there. Take a look at our top three, hundreds of millions of dollars invested in the stock market during their career in Washington. That's a lot of money, and there are quite a few big portfolios like this as you scroll through. It's not just showing how much money they've invested, but also how many trades they're making, and in how many companies. That's some really important details to look at because some of these members of Congress are very active traders who are buying and selling all the time. And you can follow that all right here with this free tool. Now, these tools are only for our all access subscribers on MarketBeat.com. They show a full list of the most popular companies that Congress is currently buying. And we have a separate tool for looking at the most popular stocks Congress is currently selling. A lot of insights to be gained in these pages, and we have those links as well as how you can become a premium subscriber in the description of this video. So why even follow congressional trades in the first place? Because it works and it's proven. For years, members of Congress have outperformed the market, including in 2024. Democratic lawmakers were up 31% last year. Republican lawmakers were up 26%, and that outperforms the general S&P 500 that was up 24.9% last year. And that's just one example. Members of Congress really do tend to outperform the market every single year, making them even better investors than Warren Buffett. Check out this stat from the 1990s. The overall market, the average American, was actually down in their investments about 1.5% from 1990 to 1999. Warren Buffett, he did better than the average American with a 2.5% gain in that decade. But US senators, yeah, they saw 12% gains at the same time the rest of the country was losing money in the markets. These examples and these stats are just some of the reasons so many investors like to follow what Congress is doing because they have such a proven track record. It's why you'll even find ETFs out there that specifically follow the trades that members of Congress are making. Following congressional ETFs is a very popular strategy for investors who are interested in congressional trades. The two most popular ones out there are the NANC and the KRUZ. The NANCE and the CRUZ are ETFs based on Democratic lawmaker investments and Republican lawmaker investments. Another strategy is to follow the leader. Take a look at which lawmakers are investing the most and seeing the most success and follow the trades they're making. Another strategy is to follow the insiders. Yes, all members of Congress are insiders of some kind, but some of them are former executives from certain industries. Maybe it's a former tech exec who's now a member of Congress making some interesting trades in AI. Many investors will follow those trades even more closely than others. There's risks involved as always, but following the insiders has paid off for many investors through the years. If you'd like to follow other insiders, check out our free report on MarketBeat.com on 12 stocks corporate insiders are selling right now. You can scan the QR code or click the link in the description of this video to get that free report on MarketBeat.com. We have all of the links to the tools that we shared here about MarketBeat for how you can track those congressional trades right in the description of this video. Go ahead and check those out. We routinely cover what trades members of Congress are making on this channel, so make sure to check out our other content on this topic too. Thanks again for watching, everyone, and as always, happy investing.